a goddamn car hauler. What you doing, Speed? 3 cars. They got him. What's up? Commenting on it. Just saw State Boy had a car carrier. He had 3 cars on his flatbed. What would he have been stopped for? I mean, unless his plates was bad or something. I mean, you don't need to be speeding. You got 3 motherfucking cars on your flatbed. That's the last thing you need to be doing is speeding. Real shit. It is what it is. It's BlackWatch. And I'm rolling. Y'all know I'm rolling like 80 to 90% of the time I'm rolling. So that's why I don't even put that in the title of the dose. Besides that, I need the character space. You only get 100 characters in your title, and I try to maximize them motherfuckers the best way I can. So, as I'm rolling, I'm thinking, whoa, motherfucker jumped on the highway and got all the way over from the entry ramp. Watch this shit over again. He went from the entry ramp all the way right behind me to the left. 3 lanes. Actually, entry ramp is a lane, so 4 lanes. I mean, I just saw him just go. He slid it in nice. I can't knock his hustle. He did a nice little merge. He got in that bitch and just, he only doing about, 75, 80 now. But the way he had to slide in that motherfucker in between cars, he was kind of sweet with it. Don't underestimate him, motherfucker. Motherfucker ain't got to be driving no sports car to do no shit like that. He's in a Ford Escape. He's in a Ford Escape, an old boy, and he got there. So it's just about your driving capabilities. I know people are always talking shit about me and my driving, my distractedness and smoking and looking at my phone. Motherfucker, I'm the best driver you and your mama know. And your daddy. You ain't gonna see me out here fucked up on the road. Please believe me. You're not gonna see that. If a motherfucker hit me, okay. But you're not gonna see me hit too many motherfuckers out here. But yeah, man. I've been looking at some shit. And just kind of reassessing some things. So I've been asking, what kind of Negro are you? And I've had to ask myself. I ain't gonna ask no question of somebody else before I ask myself, especially about being a Negro. I'm not gonna ask a white man, what kind of Negro are you? Because I dare him to answer. But I don't do dumb shit like that. But I just be wondering, what kind of Negroes are these sometimes? And sometimes I just find that we have some strange Negroes out here. I mean, people that aren't willing to fight for themselves. I'm not saying you got to be some political activist. I'm not saying, you got to be a politician, that you got to just be active out here. I'm not saying you even got to be a peaceful protester or whatever. But when you won't even stick up for yourself, your family, I got a problem with you. And I got to wonder, what kind of Negro are you? Because if you're the kind of Negro that's so spineless, that's just so fucking ass backwards, where you won't hold up for your family, because that could be kinfolk, blood relatives, and then it could also be extended folk around you that are in your immediate family, what they call it, your bubble. If you ain't gonna stick up for your bubble, what kind of bitch-made punk are you? I have to ask, what kind of Negro are you? So I started thinking about some shit today. And when I started to think about some shit today, I started to think about habits. Good habits, bad habits, just habits. and how those habits exist and how those habits persist. See, the problem is sometimes those habits exist and those habits persist, and those are bad habits, and those are the habits that need to desist. And then we have good habits. They'll exist, but they won't persist. But the first thing that happens to them is they desist. So, to keep habits, good habits, persistent, we gotta develop good strategies. So if you want to develop good strategies, you've got to change more than your habits. You got to change the heart. But you're not going to change the heart until you change the habits. So you got to change the habits first. Once you change the habits, you can change the heart. A lot of people don't understand me. Most won't understand this for about another 3-4 minutes. We're running at about 7 minutes right now. Give me till about 10 or 11 minutes, and I think you'll understand me a little bit more. Having good habits builds something in you. When you develop good habits, it builds something in you. And when it builds in you, the first thing that's going to change for the good is your heart. First thing's going to change. Some of y'all think when you're just doing something consistently, the first thing that changes is your muscle memory. No. Your heart. Well, it could be your muscle memory because your heart is a muscle. So let's say the first piece of your muscle memory that changes is your heart. And when your heart changes, now with your heart involved, with your habits, that's going to dictate which way you go. And if you're going good, now you're going to go stronger. Because if you're going bad, you'll get weaker. I mean, your crimes could get stronger, but you become weaker as an individual. And I say crimes, taking it there. There ain't no middle of the road no more. You either doing great things or you're a criminal. That's the way I look at you. We ain't got no time to fuck around out here. You do right by me or motherfuck you. That's the way the world works right now. So if you developing good habits, you getting stronger. If you developing bad habits, kill yourself. They tried to change the hearts of racist white people post-slavery. So we're not going to dig into slavery because we already know slavery is the greatest travesty of them all. But what's been the most oppressive tragedy of them all is 155 years post-slavery. So we already know post-slavery, they've tried to change the hearts of racist white people. But they've not done it because they've never changed the habits of racist white people. See, you gotta change the habits before you change the heart. Putting laws into play don't mean shit. Elevating people don't mean shit. Calling things to light don't mean shit. The only thing that means shit is when you change shit. And the only way you change shit is you change the direction. And when you change the direction, that means you're changing the habit. And the only way you change habits is by changing hearts. Where we at now? 10 minutes? What I tell you? You should be getting a little bit of it now. You should be getting a little bit of this ism now. If you're not getting a little bit of this ism, you really ain't listening. You got something else going on. Let's say, not my governor? Okay. I get it, man. He wrote, not my governor on the back of his window and shit. Y'all know I'm in Michigan, so, you know, we got Governor Whitmer here. Yeah. I ain't going into that right now. Because I'm not going to change his heart. Because I can't change his habits. His first habit is to get that shit off his vehicle. Stop trying to influence others negatively. That's a negative influence. No matter how you feel, you don't need to make nobody else feel that. So I can't change his heart until I change his habit. The only way I can change his habit, the first thing he got to do is he's got to take that motherfucking shit off his window. See what I mean? I'm not even interested in trying to talk to him until he takes that off his window. Because he's not being rational right now. He's being emotional. And we already know, politics is not about emotion, it's about exchange. And he don't feel like he's getting banged for his buck. He said, not my governor. He needs to be getting more bang for his buck. He mad because he got to wear a mask. I get it. I'm mad I got to wear one too, motherfuckers. But I'm gonna wear one because I know motherfuckers has done got COVID. How about that? I know motherfuckers has done got COVID. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna wear a mask. Till the coast is clear and shit. I know motherfuckers that have died of COVID. Fairly close individuals. It ain't no joke. And whether it was man-made, machine-made, monkey-made, I don't give a fuck. It was made. And it's knocking motherfuckers off. So if playing my part is wearing my mask and keeping my hands and my ass clean, because don't just think you can get by this and just wash your hands, nigga. You need to wash your ass, too. You know, I see a lot of these Trump supporters, you know, as soon as they pull out the store, they just pull their shit off. And they usually got that medical boy on. It ain't a custom mask. It's just that medical boy. And they pull that medical boy off and they just throw it on the ground. Why you gotta throw your mask on the ground, dude? What's that doing when you do that? When you throw your mask on the ground, what's that doing for you? What's that doing for anybody? That's all I want to know. What's that doing for anybody? Throwing your mask on the ground. You littering. That should be a fine right there. You need a citation. 50 boy, 100 boy, something. You threw something on the ground that didn't need to go into the ground. It could have went into the trash receptacle. But you chose to put the motherfucker on the ground. Give me 50. And they need to have the cops collecting this money. And then they can have a full-time body cams on. And then when they encounter a motherfucker, they have to give them a citation. Oh, that's on the footage. Have it rolling already. We want to see them writing them tickets. Don't give them the opportunity to not have a body cam on. I want to see you writing them tickets because then they'll start stealing. But see, that's the other thing. Don't defund the police. Fund the police officers. They need to be making more money because a motherfucker that makes more money, he ain't going to steal. You have less dirty cops when you pay them bitches right. But if you don't pay them bitches right, they going to steal. They going to be dirty cops. What you expect? Motherfucker, if you're not giving me what I need to take home to take care of my family, I'm going to steal something. And for cops, that's all kind of shit. That's dope, that's money, that's all kind of shit. Sometimes they steal a life. You hear about cops being motherfucking hitmen and shit, knocking off the rival drug dealer for the drug dealer that's paying them. That shit happens, dog. You can't change a motherfucker's heart until you change his habits. Let a cop shoot somebody and send his ass to motherfucking straight to the goddamn pen. Or give him the needle. You start cops fucking stopping shooting. You would start cops to stopping. Oh yeah. A lot of cops don't want to fuck around with that motherfucking needle with old Smokey. A lot of cops don't want to go to jail either. Because they find out you a cop and you in jail, oh boy. And you in Gen Pop, oh boy. Yeah, they're going to do something wrong to you. They're going to do something wrong to you. But they always put them in them protected spaces and them spaces, you know, where shit can't happen to them. They done knocked off one or two motherfuckers, cold blood, but they're going to protect the killer because he had a badge. Nah, treat him just like you treated his ass. His ass and his ass and his ass. Motherfucker. If I can't change your habits, I can't change your heart. And I know I can't change your heart unless I change your habits. So I'm going to change your habits. You're not going to go out and kill another motherfucker. Your ass going to the penitentiary. And I bet you within a couple years of sitting in that bitch, I bet your heart will change. See, you getting me now? Change a motherfucker's habits, you'll change his heart. God damn it. You ain't going to change a motherfucker's heart without changing his habits. It is what it is. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get up out of this motherfucker. Hearts and habits, you know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers, you know, they go at each other and shit. That means they going at each other with their emotions. That means they going at each other heart to heart. Fuck that heart to heart shit. You don't need to go at nothing heart to heart. That's some emotional shit. That's some bitch shit. Don't be bitch like. No. Go habit to habit. Go habit to habit. Go habit to habit. I was in sync with the beat. That's the only reason why I kept doing it. Go habit to habit. Let's see. Oh yeah, a few more trees. Looks like they're gone. Some people's over there getting some trees from Fuller Cut. Fuller Cut on E-Course in Ypsilanti. Go get you a tree. Get your family member a tree. A fresh tree. Get it so you can let it fall. You know, when you take the shit out, you got to be able to let it fall. And then once it falls, then you can put your shit on it. You can't go in there and get the motherfucker and then put decorations on it that night. And then you come back the next day and the decorations look all fucked up because you didn't let the tree fall. You got to let the baby fall. Let that tree fall. Y'all ain't never had no real tree. You got to let it fall. Sometimes a day, sometimes 2 days. And they got them wrapped up tight, so you might need 2 days. But it's early and shit. You really only need that tree up about 10 days before Christmas. Putting it up before 10 days before Christmas is just a little over the top. You got small ones, I get it, but then they be knocking the motherfucker over too. That's just more opportunities to knock it over. That's why you put it closer to Christmas. And they start hearing about Christmas, be wondering when you're going to get a Christmas tree. Like, well, okay, that's going to be Christmas. But you don't need to have a damn tree up all month. Fuck them kids. I'm just bullshitting. So yeah, man. Hearts and habits. Habits and hearts. Habits and hearts. Habits and hearts. I be on these Dilla beats and shit. I just be getting into my shit. It's the BlackWatch. I'm a black man and I watch shit. And speaking of watching shit, that TD Hip Hop, that nigga just put out a video. I'm about to share that bitch. Because it's showing blatantly what Biden is doing. What he's doing to y'all colored folk. What he's doing to y'all African Americans. What he's doing to y'all anybody but Trumpers. Y'all went to the voting fucking booth with no agenda. No pressure on the politician. And we show you how he treating y'all. Crazy shit, man. His shit is thorough, too. His shit is thorough. I'm gonna share that. Y'all gotta follow that brother. Out here doing positive shit. Positive with these messages. Exposing the bullshit. Yeah, I gotta chop it up with him. These internet streets are hard to get at people. Sometimes you just gotta read it. I'm a communicator. I don't really like all that texting shit. I like to talk to a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk to a motherfucker. Everybody texts and email and all that shit, you know. I'm slow with that. I'm quick with my tongue. I can talk. You know, I prefer motherfuckers, you know, who can enunciate. If I'm sitting still, I might fucking text with you for a minute, because then I can do some voice text, and that's just as good as me talking. I gotta, do a little corrections here and there, but I still because there ain't no emotion in a text. Them letters and numbers and punctuation, that's all. Everybody's shit's the same. I like to hear an inflection in a motherfucker's voice. Decibels raised and lower. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Y'all be good out here. And just understand, heart to heart ain't shit. You gotta go hearts to habits and habits to hearts. There's gotta be some exchange. Because you're not gonna change a motherfucker's habit until you change his heart. You're not gonna change a motherfucker's habit until you change a motherfucker's heart. And you're not gonna change a motherfucker's heart unless you've changed his habits. If it's just two hearts talking, whatever. Both them bitches gonna bleed out. One love.